Hey there, it's Grampz here, and we are on Pool Cleaning Simulator that just released on early access today. We're going to check it out, see if it's any good, let you know. Also, let me know in the comments below as you're watching this, what do you think about it? We're going to go through some of the settings here. One thing that I will let you know that as I'm recording this, I did get a review copy from the publishers. By the way, the publishers are the same publishers that published House Flipper, Car Mechanic, Tank Mechanic Simulator, also the Shipyard Graveyard Simulator, and a few others. So they do have some experience in the simulator area. The description of this game on Steam also says it's basically kind of like a PowerWasher-esque type game, but it really does focus more on pools and pool cleanings, and I assume eventually they may get into some expansions and some DLC, and we'll see where it goes. But let's go ahead and take a look at it. So before we dive right into the gameplay, let's check out some of the settings. A couple of things I had to do, just so you'll know. Starting off with the graphics, I don't have I have an older computer, so I have the quality on medium. I have the full screen windowed 1920 by 1080. And I turned off motion blur because that was really just messing with me. As far as audio, I left everything up except music. I turned it down to about here. It's not that it's blaring, but I don't mind music being in the background. I just don't want it, you know, as loud. Gameplay, the only thing I really turned off here or did was a hold to use, and I'll explain that later. That, like, for example, when you're using the power washer, if that's turned on, you have to hold your mouse button down the whole time you use it, or you can just turn this off and then you click your button, it'll turn on, and you click your button again and turn off, so you don't have to hold the mouse button down the whole time. Controls, we can look here, but as we go through the tutorial, it'll show us typical movement. Look around with your mouse, crouch with Control C, you run with Shift, and you interact with E, and use item. Now, I don't know that I saw this or that this was on the original demo that I got until today, but it took me a while to figure that part out, and I'll explain that when I get to there. Toggle for mail, so you can see what jobs you got to do. You can toggle for your inventory, and then you can hit pause. The water, this seems to has something to do with the quality as well, so I have to run it at medium. I can't go up to high or ultra high. It'll really bog down my PC. Of course, I haven't on, you know, like I said, it's not the most recent one, and oddly enough, this did not default to my default language. I had to go in here and set it. It didn't matter, but it just the way it was. All right, let's go into gameplay here. We are going to start a new game, so you can see everything from the beginning. All right, tutorial errands. Go to the errands. You need special equipment. Buy the necessary things from the store. So one of the things you can do is you can click here, or you can click over here, and you can see that what your required items are. We need a sponge, we need a pressure washer, and we need a container of chlorine. And we can't accept this until we do. So if you click on this, it brings up the same thing, just so you'll know. And I guess that's for when you get several later on. So let's go to the store. Apparently we already have a sponge, so you don't have to buy the sponge. We do have to buy this, and we need to buy one of these. Right. Then, before we do anything else, we need to go to inventory, because if you skip this step, you're in trouble. Put that in the chemicals, put that in your machines, and put this in your machines, and then right from there, see, it says you're good to go. Go back to the errands and accept the mission. So now it says go back to the errands, but what you're really doing is going to your mail, right? And go here, or you could have clicked here and hit accept. So what we're trying to do here is I would like to inquire about your company's services. Spring is just around the corner, and we need the pool clean from the winter. I need a complete algae removal and water disinfection with chlorine tablets. Float and water control system are in the shed next to the pool. Oh, and if you have some free time, I'd like you to do one more little thing for me. I'm a big rubber duck fan. Unfortunately, my kids have lost some of my best rubber ducks from my collection. If you see them in the yard, just put them in the basket and I'll give you something extra. So, yours faithfully, Tommy Quaker. So, you know, they have... All right. It tells us again what we're going to do, and it actually gives us a task. The first thing we got to do is empty the pool, then clean the pool, then fill the pool back up, and then we put the we need to fill the float with tablets and put them in the pool, and then bring all of our tools back to our van. And then our optionals, we need to collect 15 ducks. All right, let's go ahead and do this. And as you see there, he goes, click tab to open a message from the customer. So hit tab, that opens our screen back up. Hit tab again, it closes it. That's telling us how we can move. We already did it. The one thing that I didn't know at first, you hit the shift, and just like in every other game, it makes you run faster. And of course, control, this control C, but it's really just control makes you crouch. All right, so let's get over here to the pool. Another thing too, oddly enough, if you knock these over, so you press E, you can pick it up right. If you knock it over like that, I haven't been finding a way to set it back up straight. So basically, that's it. Maybe if I do this and move it back here nicely, then I can set it down and it'll be all right. But once you knock them over, you can't really do anything. Just want to move them out of the way because we're going to be moving here. There's our first ducky, obviously, he's right there. But what we're going here is go into here, and we're going to start emptying the pool by pressing our E key. And while that's doing that, we're going to press our E, pick up the duck. And this is a little bit awkward, but I mean, you know, what do you want? It's a game, right? So we got our first duck. While we're doing there, here's another duck. We'll do some of this in between. So you'll notice that some of the ducks are going to be stuck in between some of these things. So there it is. I thought I remember there being one there. Whoops. You have to get in there for it to count. And then obviously as we do that, you see that the number up there under optional is going up. All right, that is empty now. The next thing it wants us to do is start cleaning. You need to get a sponge out of the van. All right, let's go over here to the van. We're going to hit E to interact with the back of it, and then we're just going to click on the sponge. And it's going to put it in our hand. Now we need to go over here and start cleaning. Sponge is a cleaning tool, so use your mouse left button over the dirty surface to try to clean it. So this one here, just want to start cleaning. This was a little bit tricky for me at first. If you fall in the pool, you'll have to like go out the other way like that right there. Okay, gotta pick this back up. Yes, he is a noob. All right, let's put this back down and start cleaning here. It would be faster with the power washer. That will be coming soon. I am going to clean that part. It does handle kind of oddly, but I mean, I don't know. There we go. Look, it cleaned that all up for me. That's surprising that it did all that without me doing it. So, sponge is a clean tool, so it's still saying that. I guess we need to clean some more. Let's go around here, just run as fast as we can. So you press your left mouse button to get some of this cleaning going, then you press it again to undo it, and then like we can go here and go. All right, now it says try using the power washer. All right, so we need to go back over to here. Press our E key again. And for whatever you do, when you press it the first time, your sponge or whatever you have will disappear, but then you have to press it again to grab your item. So in the settings, escape, you can turn on the automatic washing mode with the pressure washer. And I'm assuming that's what it means when I say like right now, if I press my left mouse button, it comes on, and now I've released it and it stays on. Otherwise you would have to hold down the mouse button the whole time. Press it again, it turns off. Alright, let's clean this up. It does give you like the little sounds there, like a ding. And this part does take a little bit. You can also see up in the little bar up in the top left, it says I'm at 27%. That will go up as we clean. Now we're at 28%. I also found that a lot of times it's best just to sit back and let it do its thing. It's like it'll cover more area. There are opportunities to upgrade, just like in every other simulation game. So I'm sure that will end up making jobs like this quicker, but I'm sure that with that too, the jobs will get more in depth. So keep on going here. The only thing that I would say is it would be nice if maybe, I mean, you can see the dirt there, but it'd be nice when you have like some of the smaller areas that maybe you might miss, if it went into like a highlight mode for you, so that you know that you're getting all the spots. But right now, just a matter of doing this. Oh, look at that! It cleaned up for me. Clean that whole area. That must have been something new that they added. Right, so like right now I'm like, there we go. I was like, okay, what am I missing? Sometimes you got to hit those areas there, just make sure that they get clean. All right. I really don't know what is not clean right now. But it says the pool is still not 100% clean. Maybe it's one of these things. There we go. Alright. So that is clean. Now we need to turn this back on. And oddly enough, we can still turn it on while we're holding this. So let's go put our pressure washer up. And let's grab this. Now you need to purify the water. So some cleaning tools needed. Chemical products to the work will work great. So what we're going to do here is we're going to grab this. Oh, well, we're not going to grab it. So this is saying here, I kept on doing like E and trying to grab it. It would throw down my thing. But what you have to do is just use the left mouse button again. All right. And once that is, you can. We could go put this up. At the end it'll say we need to put it up, but let's put that there because I want to show you what it does at the end of the game. So right now it wants us to put this here. I did this yesterday, and even though it's in the right place, it asked me to do it again, so we'll see if it does it, or when the pool's filled, if it automatically knows that the floater's in there. So while it's doing that, let's get some of these other ducks. I happen to know, like I said, I played this already, know where some of the ducks are. If you're having a hard time with it, or at least on this first mission, we will go through that so you can figure it out. And there's another one back here around the corner. Some of them are trickier than others. I think the trickiest part is actually getting it in the thing there. So let's go ahead and grab this one up here. That was a tricky one. Look, all right, so it did recognize the floater. Up until the update today, it was not recognizing the floater. So I wish there was a way that we could pick this up and, you know, turn it, but I haven't found a way to do that yet. Like, if nothing else, if maybe we could do our roll wheel or something. But anyway, just don't drop it. All right, so there was that one. There's one right here. Okay, we need 7 more. There's one here, hiding in the corner. Did we get the one over here? We did not. We got the one that was up on the fence though. So the one that was up on the fence, that was the one I kept missing. I like got every single one. That was my last one to get. Oh, yep, there's one right there. They kind of hide it behind the pink and blends in pretty good. So we need 4 more. I think there's one. Yeah, one here. All right. So there's, I don't think there's any more back here. I'm gonna have to remember where the rest are. You can pick up this, but there's really nothing. This has nothing. It's just kind of decorations here. There's nothing more back here. Nothing up here. Now I got to remember where the other ones are, and that's the challenge, right? So I think there was maybe a couple over here I missed. Yeah, there was one right here. And oh, I already got this one. Guess I didn't. And oh, by the way, there's a radio here. If you press it, I guess that's controlling your music. So turn it on. All right. We need one more ducky. Always the last one. All right, let me run around and find it. I'm not gonna make you guys watch it while I find it, but once I find it, I will come back and show you. Oh yeah, it's right here. I thought I looked here earlier. So I looked right there. Okay, it's right there. So there we go. I was like, I knew it wasn't that hard. All right, so that's all of them. So now we can. We just need to put our tools back, pick this back up. I don't know why they consider this a tool, but they do, and that's it. That completes it. So now all we have to do, hit our tab, go back to here, and we can complete our order. It says, hey man, thank you so much for finding those ducks. Those are collectibles. Who knows? Yeah, they're collectibles. Who knows where those gummy ducks would end up if not for you. I'll send you a little extra for your effort. Thanks again, man, Tommy. So our reward was $100. Our additional task was $10, so we got $160. By the way, when I played this previously, these amounts changed. Like one time this was like $300 and I think $100, and other times I think it was like $400. So I guess it changes, but you would think they'd be consistent, or maybe they are consistent now and they'll just build as you go. All right, so once we do that, it opens up these other ones that you can go about. Like I said, it shows them here, and you can go to the next one and start doing it. So, hey, tell me what you think. What do you think about Pool Cleaning Simulator? Is it something you're going to play? Do you think it's too much like some of the other games? I'm actually kind of excited to see where it goes. I'm glad I have the opportunity to showcase this for y'all. But anyway, hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Until next time, this is Grampz, and we'll see you. Have a great day. Have a great week.